Hello guys, back by popular demand. I think I had over 100 views on my last fan mail video, so by my standards, that's practically going viral. So, got 5 more letters for you guys. Thought I would answer a few more letters, see what other interesting questions that I can answer today. Starting with this one here from a guy named Rocky in Ocean City, Maryland. Yo, sup? What's the deal with all the masculine floral scents on YouTube? If I want to smell like some broad, I'll have a sex change. Well, I can understand um, your concern there, Mr. Rocky. Um, there do seem to be a lot of fragrance channels that talk about floral scents. Um, I think in the bigger cities, the metropolitan areas, that seems to be the big thing. Floral scents and things like that. Um, in some areas, like where I live and maybe where you live, or depending on your profession or your personality, you might not really be into florals, and that's completely understandable. If you're a biker or a truck driver, which might be your occupation, you might want to stick with leather, civet notes, oak moss, things like that. Um, I would recommend maybe trying some safer floral scents just to see how you feel about florals before you write them off. Aquadisio has some floral. Burberry Brit has some floral in there. See how you feel about those. Maybe try Dior Homme. See how you feel about Iris. And there's no guarantee you're going to like it, but if you do, pursue it. If you don't like it, well then niche it and um, just basically move on to something else. Um, see who else we got here. Oh, some guy named Bruce in Athens, Georgia. Hey Brad, what's your favorite soft drink? I love Pepsi Next, but have seen websites that say it's made with abortions. What are your thoughts? I'm pro-life and think it's terrible. Oh, wow, you put me in a very awkward position there, Bruce, because, I'm a fragrance reviewer. I'm not here to stir the pot, to cause outrage or awareness or anything. I have seen these websites, and I've even heard people say that, the dancing baby in Pepsi Next is basically just a slap in the face to pro-lifers, because of the whole, abortion ingredients for flavoring. Um, the only way to really know for sure is to do an actual taste test. I just happen to have a bottle of Pepsi Next right here. Let's give this a test here and see what it actually tastes like. See if there's anything weird going on in here. Man, what's in there? It tastes like tastes like a born winner. Yeah, love Pepsi Next. Um, but yeah, my favorite drink is probably wild cherry Pepsi myself, or Mr. Pibb. But yeah, Pepsi Next. I'm not so sure about that one. Letter number 3. A guy named Jake in Butte, Montana. Hey Brad, I can't help but notice how funny you think you are. Name some of your comedy influences. Well, I think David Letterman. I've been a big fan of him for a while. Don't watch his show anymore because of family and everything, but I used to love David Letterman. In fact, I'm reading his book here right now. It's pretty old, a lot of old references in here, but big influence for my taste in comedy. Andy Kaufman, Forrest Gump, Ash, some of the ones that come to mind. Moving on to number 4, a guy named Carl in Albany, New York. Dear Brad, what was the last thing you watched on DVD? Well, I was working over Easter weekend, and I was watching this here, the Dana Carvey Show. Big fan of Dana Carvey, and a bigger fan of Steve Carell. Steve Carell got his comedy start, I believe, on this show. So, yeah, interesting DVD to watch if you get a chance. And finally, number 5, Richard in Salt Lake City, Utah. Dear Brad, now that Kerosene has his own fragrance house, have you thought about starting your own house as well? What would you call it? What notes would you use? Well, yeah, congratulations on the success of Kerosene's fragrance line. If I were to start my own fragrance house, it would probably um, deal with my involvement with radiology. Probably call it Rad Man. Maybe put like a picture of an X-ray bottle in the back of the bottle. Take an X-ray of a bottle when nobody's looking. Kind of glue that to the back of the glass through like the clear juice. Notes, I would probably use ISO-E Super. Brendan, hold on a second. ISO-E Super, because that's a great note. Um, it's a very pleasant woodsy note. Uses Terre de Mes. Fahrenheit uses it. Um, Maybe some pineapple. Riverside Drive and Aventus use pineapple, so I'd probably use some pineapple. And maybe a little dash of pepper, some mint. I love minty notes. So I think that would be a good starting point. I don't think I'm ever going to actually start my own fragrance house, though, so it's not really something I'm too concerned about. But it would be a great honor if Kerosene would use my idea. Maybe name a bottle of fragrance after me, call it Uday Brad or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this installment of fan mail. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.